Good evening and welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Modded Railroader. Angry Ragtimer here. You there? And it's been a little bit. It's been a hot minute since we were back on our steel mill save. Good to have everyone here with us today. Just to kind of give you a heads up of where we're at. We are trying to clean up essentially the day we're on. We've been delivering coal like crazy up to the coke ovens here for everything to get switched over. That still needs to get done. There's a few more cars to switch out for that, but not very many. And we're going to wait for those to get done with our K-Class locomotives from the Rio Grande, properly lettered now, including the proper fonts for everything, which I'm very proud about. So we'll use the switcher or the Ks to do that. We have a passenger train running in the background. We have cars that are getting loaded up at Walker Iron. We have cars of coal that are doing their thing up at Robinson Gap. We have a train of stuff that we need to go and get from Ela, and we have a few cars we need to switch out around Silva before we can switch the day over. So that's what we're going to do. We'll see if our friends join us along the way here, but in case they don't, I'm going to commandeer number 483. Look at it. They were green! So we're going to take that one over. If General gets here, I'll release his locomotive back to him. We're going to do some cleanup work, get everything switched out as we need to, and then advance to the next day so we can continue our crazy, crazy steel mill stuff. Good to have everyone here with us this afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Looks like we have Rob Man over on Twitch. Hello. Good to have you here. Nick from Vegas and Mario Ziogas over on YouTube. Hello. Glad you're able to finally catch one of these streams. JSJ's here. Hello, JSJ. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Bandit's here, and Build It Funky is here. So good to have you all with us. If you're new here, if you're on YouTube, do consider liking the stream. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and share this with your friends, because it's always better with more friends here. The bell animation does not match the bell sound. That is interesting. And JSJ is saying, with 28 months of membership, saying you need to get the Rock and have that as a switcher. But Steam, we don't need no stinking Rock. I don't care if the Pioneers used to ride them for miles. Trains are fun. Hello, good to have you here. And Nevada County Railroad fans here saying, I smell cabbage. Yes, yes, you do. So hopefully this K-Class locomotive will do all that we need. We have a few more on this end of the railroad that we can commandeer and get as we need to. So let's just pull out of the steel mill, take care of running some empties. So the plan is we're going to run the empties. I have the passenger train that Midland usually runs AI'd because there's no need for it to really do anything else other than run AI at the moment. We're going to pick up the cars over at Ela, head over east, and then switch out the cement plant and go from there. So we'll see. Steam Lance is here saying, can't wait for the actual Rio Grande locomotives for the narrow gauge. One day, Century of Steam comes out, and we can run K37s, K36s, 28s, 27. I don't know what they'll fully give us, but I want it all. So we'll see. JSJ, so how you been? Long time no see. I'll give you the update here of what's been going on, because I have been busy. I've been busy. Which is a great problem to have, but at the same time, that means that I've been doing like 15 bajillion things. And, you know, that means I've been busy. Thank you, the Click Kid, for subscribing. Appreciate it. But, I have been trying to focus on getting my Garden Railroad polished at this point. Some of that has been with plants. Some of that has been able to run, run the trains a little bit more efficiently with switching out switches. So, but I've been trying to get a whole bunch of plants just established on the garden. The main problem is a lot of the not a lot. I've had like 5 or 10 plants, 2 or 3 big ones, and a handful of really small like petunias and pansies just not survive very well. So yesterday I ended up going to the local, I was about to say stockyard. That's not it. Not graveyard. Greenhouse. That's what I was thinking of. Greenhouse. Got a couple more plants, switched out the dead ones with new ones. Thankfully, it rained this afternoon, so I didn't have to water it today, because it takes a while to water, and I honestly need to get some sort of sprinkler set up. All right, let's see if I can probably just stop this train here. Let's see if our diesel can help us out. But trying to get that done. I also just had a 4-day staycation because I'm realistic that with the Garden Railroad right now, a lot of my time and funds have gone towards that. So normally where I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go on a Disney trip, or I'm going to go to Universal, or, you know, do this. I do not have the ability to do that this year. So ended up just doing a little staycation with a few friends up near where I live. Went to a theme park, went whitewater rafting for a day, which was awesome. Would highly recommend if you have the opportunity to do that. Ended up having a bad movie marathon with a few friends, and also was able to, let's see, let's just get this. Have the diesel over here. Just get it out of the way. And also was able to work on building a desk that I got from Harbor Freight, and was able to. And now I have an actual live steam tinkering station, so that's fun. Otherwise, I've been busy with work. I don't know. I've also been working on a project in the background that I don't know if I've really talked about. So we can talk about that today too. And if General gets on, he would be a good person to also include in this conversation. Because if you don't know, I have a crippling problem with live steam garden railroading. And I keep seeing videos from people like JT Engineering who are like, oh, hey, here's a way for you to get involved in 7.5-inch gauge and to do it on the cheaper side. And that's awesome. But that then means that I've been tempted by the 7.5-inch gods, even though I do not know how to do welding or some of the other stuff. But long story short, with a lot of that, I just keep getting tempted of, man, that'd be really fun to get into. The problem is there's not a club or anything remotely near where I live that is within a, I'm going to call it a reasonable drive distance based on what I'm doing. And what I've decided is probably by the early part of next year, I will formally have a nonprofit organization created simply called the Central Pennsylvania Live Steamers. And the idea is it'll be a nonprofit organization dedicated to the preservation and what are the words I'm trying to look for here? The kind of like the preservation and involvement of keeping live steam railroading active, like model live steam railroading active in central Pennsylvania, with a focus on both gauge 1, which is going to be G gauge, which is already what I'm running, and also 7.5-inch gauge. Now, there's a couple of friends of mine that already have live steam engines in garden scale, so G gauge, or 45 millimeter, also known as gauge 1. There's so many damn names for it. But, so, obviously, me in general have live steam. Boo Mario, who occasionally pops in here, also has He has 2 locomotives right now. He's got a plantation engine in one, the 20.3, and he's also trying to get an alcohol-fired engine in, I think it's one, the 29, that's Southern Pacific, a GS4, that he's going to get fixed up. The problem is we don't have a layout that is big enough to justify some of the bigger equipment, like a GS4 or Penzi K4, or if someone said, "Hey, I've got a cab forward in 1 to 32 I want to run." I don't have a layout dedicated to that, and as far as I'm aware, there is not a layout like that set up anywhere in the region. So step 1 is kind of using a nonprofit, maybe trying to do get some grants, do some fundraising, again, make it tax deductible. That way it can really save, get people, if people want to help out, then they can do that and have it be a little bit of a tax write-off as well. And once we have a layout set up somewhere that it can accommodate pretty much any gauge 1 equipment, so you're talking 1 to 29, 1 to 32, F scale, which is 1 to 20.3, LGB stuff, which is 1 to 22.5, Delton, which is 1 to 24, and then 7/8 equipment, which is 1 to 13.7, and 16 mil, which is 1 to 19, aka 2-foot gauge. Then the goal is, we'll get a permanent layout set up somewhere, have a monthly steam up, something like that builds camaraderie, builds a good friend group, allows us to operate, tinker with our locomotives, build a base of that. And then over time, as we get more members and as we get more knowledge, institutional knowledge, and just the funds to do it, try to either buy a plot of land somewhere through the nonprofit or find a space that we can then operate a 7.5-inch gauge railroad that would have steam up bays and bays for diesel work and storage and all that sort of stuff. There are a few people I know that do have multiple, I'm talking like 5 or more live steam. And when I say live steam, I mean a mixture of diesel and steam equipment in 7.5-inch gauge, that we're also going to court a little bit and try to see, if they can, help with knowledge and best practices and that sort of thing. But that's kind of the long-term goal of, wouldn't it be great if? So that's the idea I've been cooking up. We already have a website. We have a Facebook page. So if you are on Facebook, look up Central Pennsylvania Live Steamers. But we're kind of soft launching it this year to try to see what we could do and start figuring out some of that stuff, and over time expand to try to become a live steam club in the area that is far more than just what I'm already doing and what some of my other friends are already doing. So we'll see. But that would be really fun. That'll definitely also not fuel my crazy hobbies and passions. So we'll see how that all works out down the line. But, yeah. Let's wait for our train to release the brakes, and then we'll go from there. So, yeah. I've been cooking in the background here. So let's see if this train will move now. And I think we've got enough gumption to get up the hill, because it's all empties, so we'll be fine. So 7.5-inch gauge eventually. I encourage you to check out, there's a YouTuber named JT Engineering. He's based out of Utah. I discovered him a few weeks ago and really like his content. As I've heard from a couple of people, like, he doesn't quite know what he's doing, it shows, but it's definitely a good motivational tool of anyone can do it. So, we'll see if we can use that as a resource and learn from other people. But at least the garden stuff I know how to do, and we've already had a couple of discussions between myself, General, Boo Mario, and a few others of what to do. So if you have 7.5-inch gauge ideas, if you have any ideas of what to do for live steam, consider checking out the Facebook page. We'll start posting stuff as we get going. So we'll see. But of course, for now, the focus is still garden railroading because that's what I'm doing. And if you're a channel member, you'll know that there's a couple of videos that have been posted about the garden coming up. You'll see a big transformation of it over the next couple of videos. Videos come out every Monday. And in those videos, you're going to see the garden railroad actually turn into a garden with a railroad in it. So, you know, we'll see how that do. But yeah, I encourage you to check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up. I've been cooking. So JSJ, that's to answer your question of what I've been up to. That's what I've been up to. You're saying I went to Edmonton the other week for West Edmonton Mall with some friends. Had a great time. Went tubing last Saturday and forgot to put sunscreen on. Burned the heck out of your back. Oh, geez. That sounds rough. But I'm glad you're having fun. That's awesome to know. Steam Lance asking, did you check out the EFNA streams with the narrow gauge? I have yet to watch them. It's not that I don't want to watch them. It's because I've been cooking on a whole bunch of stuff in the background. So I have barely been on the computer the past week. So I'm getting caught up with YouTube. I'm getting caught up with a bunch of stuff. So that's why. Let's see here. Build a Funky built a personal 8-gallon slushy machine. Jesus. That is awesome. Garrett Chase, glad to have you back. Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate it. Yeah, I do know that they are cooking with 3-foot gauge and railroader. That would be awesome, and you bet your sweet ass as soon as that happens, we will be running a whole lot of narrow gauge here. So, looking forward to see what they come up with for that. Nanian over on Twitch, hello. Good to have you here. Me, Metal Mike, and NC Pilot, hello. Tyler Nye, the railroad guy, hello. Yes, the margaritas and daiquiris must flow. I agree, Build a Funky. Build a Funky saying, live Steam Tinkery Station sounds great. So, this is one of those things where I feel like I'm just spending money left and right to try and get cool stuff to finally happen. And, you know, it's been tricky. Because now that I'm getting more and more ingrained in the live Steam stuff, I'm really excited about what can happen with that. But on top of all of that, I scheduled my first Garden Railroad open house, which is occurring on August 22nd. So not this Saturday, but 2 Saturdays from then. And unintentionally, I ended up getting, I think I have 5 or 6 operators coming now with a total of like 4 to 8 live Steam engines. Something like that. Because General's coming up with his 2 or 3 engines. I have my Mogul. My coal engine is still getting tinkered with over by Triple R Services. So that's not available right now, but it will be eventually available for me to use. Boo Mario's coming. He's got his plantation engine that's going to run a little bit. So that's exciting. And God damn it, JSJ, I'm trying to tell stories to get caught up on the chat. Buy the Rock or 20 minutes of first person. Well, you know what? I don't want the Rock. The Rock is silly. Therefore, what the heck? Okay, hold on. Stage timer.ro. Let me get this going. Okay. You know what? Fine. We're gonna do this for 20 minutes because delete that, reset. I was not prepared for your generosity, JSJ. I always appreciate it, but okay, here we go. Oh shoot. So why is that not working? Okay, let me copy that over. Thank you for your patience. As you know, I am a YouTuber, but I am not a great YouTuber. So we're just gonna dump that right there. Fire up this over here. And let me get the link here for that. It is going. I will honor the time. Don't worry. And there we go. So all right, there we go. So what was I talking about? Yeah, so live steam, steam up, Garden Railroad. So I have 4 or 8 engines coming, but you know, as part of that, it's like, great, this is gonna be awesome because I'm gonna have a whole bunch of friends here. I've got another friend who lives down about 30 minutes from me. He runs Railroad City trains. He's bringing something to fix my battery-powered engine because my battery-powered engine, the battery's not working. But he also has a battery-powered K27 he wants to run. So it's like, perfect. That'll be cool. Then another friend of the channel, his name is Conductor Trouser. You might know him as one of the parts of the Pancake Locomotive Works. Lives nearby and just bought a 1:19 scale Talyllyn Railway #1 Talyllyn. And so he literally just got it this week for the sole purpose of bringing it to the steam up and then running trains. Because he's also really invested in trying to get the Central Pennsylvania live steamers going. So he's coming over. And then I invited the Aikenback live steamer group, and I also invited a few people from the local Model Railroad Club out. So I know I have a handful of people coming who are all operators that want to run live steam. So I'm going to have a handful of locomotives, plus there may be a few others that may surprise me out of this. So we'll see. But part of me was thinking, okay, well, if people are coming over to run, what if an engine breaks down? What if my engine breaks down? There needs to be a good space for people to work on. And recently on one of the Facebook groups I'm in, I saw a couple of photos and information about other people's workspaces for live steam. And I ended up seeing what I later determined was a desk from Harbor Freight that was 4 feet long. Kind of like a standing desk, but also could be sat on with a stool. And had an overhead light for tinkering, a lot of space, and also a area for like a machinist chest to go. So I ended up buying those at Harbor Freight, and Harbor Freight's going to be a very dangerous store for me going forward because of all of the cool stuff that's in there that I finally think I need. Got that home, built it with another friend of the channel, Lord Fuzzy, and now now I have a good space in my home that I can use for tinkering with live steam, and I'll have that when friends come over, and it'll be my workstation moving forward on that. So it's awesome. $5 from Solaris Long Hauler Rail Fan. Thank you. Hey, Anchor, have you tried out the Asheville mod yet? I've not tried it in a while. The last time you saw me play it, which I think was the race that we did, like a couple of months ago was the last time we actually checked it out. But I hope they're going well with it. It just is kind of outside the scope of what I'm looking to play right now. But maybe someday we'll check it out again. So, yeah. Yeah, lots of stuff. Let's see here. Time to get life insurance on your member, says Odd Redneck. Oh boy, here we go. Yes, there will be insurance. Rob Man, have you seen the dual gauge mod for Railroader? Yes. 7.5 sounds like fun. Yes, Bandon, Build a Funky, and JSJ 7.5 sounds lots of fun. Mohawk Valley Line asking, is live steam worth it? Live steam is a lot of work because you will be tinkering with your locomotive a lot. It is very rewarding, and it's so cool to have a miniature live steam engine running on coal, water, and butane, or butane or alcohol. And they're so cool. And they really are fun to run. And I'm glad that I'm really starting to get involved in the community of that, because that'll be really cool to see in the future. How do the alcohol engines work? Also asks Mohawk Valley Line. So those locomotives, so the idea with live steam is it's a miniature toy version, more or less, of live steam, like the real thing. So instead of shoveling coal or oil into a firebox, With live steam, you usually have butane, alcohol, or coal. Coal's the same way as the big one, you just have a much smaller firebox to work with. Boil water, make steam. With butane, you have basically butane gas, which if you ever have a lighter, it's the same stuff that you use in lighters that is stored in a tender or a little tank somewhere. You then shoot it into the firebox, and you ignite the butane through either the smoke box, the firebox, or sometimes the smoke stack, and it ignites and then causes with the butane when it comes out to ignite and turn into a fire, which then boils water to make steam. Alcohol engines are the same sort of principle. You basically have a tank that has alcohol, like God, what type is it? I don't know why I'm blanking. Basically, D something alcohol, denatured alcohol in it. And it's slowly going into a wick that is, soaked in this alcohol. And basically you're burning the alcohol on top of the wick, which then boils the water and makes steam with the fire from that. So that's what you're doing. The only problem with alcohol-fired engines is you need to be respectful of that fire, because the way that denatured alcohol is, you do not see the flame. So if you end up getting on fire, you will feel it, but you will not see it. So it is a bit dangerous, but if you know what you're doing and you're respectful of that, it'll run just fine. And a lot of people have been able to do that very well. So it's really cool. There's actually a video put out by AccuCraft Trains of how to run an alcohol-fired engine, and I highly recommend you check it out. It's like a 10 to 15 minute video. The YouTube channel, I think, is Steamaholic, if I remember correctly. Solaris saying, well, Angry, what about a SW Banana? I mean, you want the SW Banana in here at some point. So, maybe. We definitely do need more engines for this railroad. So, maybe. If you want to make it happen, you know how to do it. Mohawk Valley Line saying we love 2-foot gauge. Steam Lance saying, yes, 2-foot. Solaris also saying, oh, JSJ, 7.5 gauge. If you've never ridden it before, it's like riding a Harley Davidson without the handlebars at times. So the thing about 7.5 inch gauge is from there you can scale up. So what I would like to model in that, there's 1.5 inch, there's 1.6 inch, and then there's also 2.5. And 2.5 is, again, just like F scale, it's scaled up 3-foot gauge on 7.5 inch gauge track. So I would love to have like a Rio Grande K at some point in my lifetime that runs on 7.5, but more than likely I would probably start with diesel, some sort of little switch diesel or something, and kind of work my way up as I get the money. And whether I build it myself or I get friends to help me, buy one from a commercial maker, we'll see what happens. But it'd be freaking awesome. Hi Angry says Bro Train. Hello Bro Train. Steam Lance, I know of a 32 mil gauge live diesel model. It actually runs on diesel fuel. I believe it. 32 mil is basically O gauge, like 2-rail O, but in live steam. They are small. I personally am not a big fan of them, but I know some people love those things. And, they're awesome. They're cute little things. Not my cup of tea, but they do cool stuff. Bro Train saying 7.5 inch life. That I will see. The Rio Grande voice said, I heard the dangerous and rapidly getting worse is back in Railroad. Yes, the Rio Grande is here in Railroader, because why not? Odd Redneck saying, hey, have you installed Better Steam? It adds a lot more fun and train handling and put up to 1.5 times. I think Better Steam is installed. I don't know if it's on this model or how to really manipulate it, but it might be involved. If you want small engines, go to an outfit out of Oklahoma called Cannonball Limited. They have motors and other equipment that can be used for 7.5 inch gauge railroad. That's awesome to know. Thank you, Solaris. I will definitely bookmark that here. So, let's see. Alt copy duplicate say, I heard Rio Grande Steam. Yes, Rio Grande Steam. Live steam, fake trains, real trains, fast trains, slow trains. All that good stuff. So, let's see. Robert is also on YouTube and Twitch. Cool. Frame rate is definitely holding steady now. Now that we're away from all the crazy stuff over by Ela and Gov Island, we're fine. Steam Lance has posted that Diesel in the server. I will check it out here after the stream. Why is the Grand doing North Carolina stuff? Why not? It's the funny. Oh yeah, that's right. The last time we did do the Asheville branch was the race with JSJ. We need to do another race or something at some point, JSJ. And I know it has been updated. I do need to check it out at some point here. AJ Mercer's here. Hello. Yeah, denatured alcohol is called methylated spirits over in the UK and Australia. Always have purple methylated spirit. Someone had clear, and when he went to put it out of fire, he picked up the meth instead of water. Ooh, that's not fun. Solaris saying, have you seen the new F7 AB unit coming out with the Maintenance Away update? Yes, that looks really cool. I'm excited to see what happens with that. So that's cool. Nick from Vegas saying, does whiskey thin out the mix and give you an extra 50 RPM? Maybe. Mohawk Valley Land saying, I'm currently watching the stream while waiting for the boiler pressure to build on our engine. Wait, which engine? I want to know more. And Bro Train is celebrating 15 months of membership. So I have a new job. That's awesome. Everyone give a shout out to Bro Train in the chat. Congratulations on getting a new job. Hope it goes well for you. That's awesome. So, cool. I think I'm caught up now, more or less, in the chat. And I still have 7.5 minutes in first... 7.5 in 7.5. And Bandon, thank you for being a member for 28 months. I will say, I really, truly do appreciate the channel members we have. I know sometimes my content's kind of irregular and it's not always as consistent as I like, but appreciate you guys checking out what I have to offer and sticking around. And any super chats, you know, stickers, memberships, all that sort of stuff are more or less being reinvested back in the Garden Railroad to allow for new engines, new cars, new plants, more stuff that'll be filmed for the channel and then released. So every little bit helps, so thank you. Mohawk Valley Line has a modified 04 Davenport. Is that 7.5 inch gauge, or what gauge is that? Bro Train's still a truck driver, just an easier job. I'm glad it is easier. Hopefully it's more money for you as well, and it's just something a little bit more of a good balance for life. So, hopefully. All right. So, we are rapidly approaching Barker's Creek. I feel like I need more speed to go up this hill. But I've got 1,200 tons behind me, 58 cars. I should be able to get up the hill at Koei, no problem. Worst case scenario, we'll get a rescue engine to come help us, but we should be okay. Oh, 2-foot gauge, sweet. Built 1910, that's awesome. That is awesome. I really need to get back up to Maine to actually see more of the 2-foot stuff, because I know I went to the Maine Narrow Gauge Museum. I've been to Wiscasset. I've been to the Booth Bay Village. I still need to check out some of the stuff with Sandy River and Rangeley Lakes has a museum up there. It's been a while. I think 2009, 2010 was when I was up there last. Maybe 2011. But, yeah, I really need to get back up there. And thankfully, next year, as in 2027, I will have an extra week of leave through my job. So that means that I will have a little more flexibility to go do fun stuff occasionally. So that'll be awesome. So we'll see. And Bro Train, that's awesome. More money, more home time, and a great boss. That's all you can really ask for. And I'm glad you find it cool, Build It Funky. I really do. But, yeah. That's been a lot of what I've been up to. A lot of stuff happening. Unfortunately with me, it's never a, you do a little bit and then it's not a lot for a while. Right now, everything's ramping up. And I'm about to get to the point where it's going to get real busy from from now until the end of October, and then it'll chill out for a little bit. So, hooray, busy fall. Mohawk Valley, a lot of our equipment actually comes from the Edaville Railroad, including 2 of their old diesels. And Glamboy asking, Ragtimer got a question, why did you use the Grande over any other railroad? I just like Rio Grande stuff. It's what I fell in love with as a kid. And I love that stuff. It's just my favorite. That's why I've got Rio Grande Live Steam in my backyard. And 27A Grenville Street saying, hello there, Locomotive JA and 872 New Zealand Steam Locomotive here. Does the whistle work? Can you pull a long 56-car train, please? Yes. So we are actually pulling a 58-car train right now. And you just heard the whistle. So there you go. Trains. And Solaris saying, medical deadline kick in, do some traveling once your revenue gets back to going. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Rio Grande is so fun. I just love, they're chunky as hell. They're made to work. They're not ugly, but they're not pretty either. But they really are some nice looking locomotives. And you know, riding up Cumbres Pass behind K36 and K37 was my first trip out to Colorado. Then going on the Durango and Silverton, and a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's just awesome. It just really is. Bro Train also saying he saw a Rio Grande tunnel motor in Ohio. Was it a Wheeling and Lake Erie engine? That's my question, because you know, that's what they do. It's basically Wheeling and Lake Erie is like Rio Grande Light, East Coast version. So, T.G. Harrison, good evening. Hello, good to have you here. Rio Grande is huge, Sistine Lance. You gotta love it. I mean, you know, I love it. I know Heist loves it. You know, a lot of us, we love the Rio Grande because it lasted as long as it did. It's a chunky locomotive. They're prolific. So much of it is surviving into preservation. It's really cool. Yeah, it was when stuff, so always put it well, when things were made for work, not to look. And even though this engine here is a standard gauge representation of it, it still does the job. It looks damn close. It reminds me of past memories of my grandfather, because I used to ride a lot of narrow gauge with him out in Colorado, and went out to California and the White Pass and all that stuff. So it was awesome. Paired with an XUP tunnel motor. There you go. All right, I've got a minute and a half before I am allowed to get out of first person. For those who might be watching today who don't know the story behind that, basically, if you do Super Chat, there are different things that you can do. First option is if you just want to support and cause a little bit of fun. Basically, $1 a minute for every dollar that's donated. I am forced in the first person, which means that I can't see shit. And it makes it more difficult for me to operate everything, because now I have to do everything on the ground and, you know, that sort of thing. The second is if you want to support the little railroad here online. If you want to sponsor a piece of rolling stock, like a freight car, passenger car, caboose, whatever, it's $10 or the equivalent in memberships and super chats. And you get to tell me how to customize it, and we'll put that in the game here and try to use it. Or $25 for a locomotive if you're like, oh, I want the funny. I want a big Yellowstone because screw the Rio Grande, I don't like it. Or whatever you want to do. As I said, all of that ends up just being funneled towards the Garden Railroad and helping out personal expenses and other stuff here. So thank you. Looks like we'll be getting out of this tunnel and hopefully back into third person so you actually see this monster of a train. So we have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. No, that's not quite it. All right, let's get out of this. Come on. There we go. Look at that train. It's beautiful. Beautiful. JSJ, no. Another $20 from JSJ saying do it again. God damn it, JSJ. This is why we can't have nice things. Or The Rock. No, I'm not doing The Rock. We're going back into first person. So we do have a 1222 and a 1223 for diesels. Now, one of them is a Santa Fe, I think, GP40. And then the other one, I forget what its model to is. A custom ask. I remember that. Yeah, SD7s. So we do have those two diesels. I know Solaris keeps joking, half jokingly, but also half seriously about an SW1. Maybe we could use for the Steelworks. Okay, so it looks like by the time we're done delivering this train and switching out this stuff, then we have Silva Cement that we can switch out, and then we can get back over to the steel mill. So we'll see. Have I been to the Clinchfield Railroad and Black Wolf Mountain and Clinchfield Sierra just go through? I do not know what that is, so if I know more about it, maybe I'll check it out. And Bro Train, $25 saying no first person. Thank you. You can also do that sort of stuff where we cancel out punishments or challenges. So Build a Funky gifting 10 Angry Ragtimer memberships. Holy heck. Holy shit. Just saying, you know what would be a really good switcher? The Rock. No. We don't need The Rock. And congratulations to all of you who just got memberships from Bro Train. Or, I'm sorry, not Bro Train. There's Build a Funky. There's two Bs that happen back to back. I promise I know who each of you is. So, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Clinchfield 311 was a steam locomotive? Maybe? Maybe? NW2. What does that mean? What does that mean, Bro Train? And thank you again, Build It Funky. Appreciate it. No! Overruled, and I still remember when you called me ZVK. Holy shit. This is happening, isn't this? Crap. Oh, I could do just 20 minutes. Okay, thank you. I'll give you 27. How about that? That'll work. And then Build a Funky saying for the membership in the GB40 be turned to an SD7 to match the other SD7 also, and third SD7 St. Paint Scheme 1220 or 1224, your choice. Yes. What the hell is happening? What the heck is happening? Bro Train with $55 saying JSJ go to jail. What? Guys, you're breaking me. This happens occasionally. You try to break me, and then weird stuff. What? What? And JSJ gifting 10 memberships. What the crap? What? Solaris, don't tempt them. Also, you know you're the one who does the 500. That's your bit. Yes, as soon as I get down here to think, we'll get the diesels fixed for you. I promise. I just want to get up this goddamn hill. Wait a minute, we could send people to jail. Maybe? Remember you and your Nevada fights. Oh my god. Get the rocket, we won't break you anymore. I don't want the rock. Besides, I don't even think it's an option in here right now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think the rock's even an option. Just for the giggles point, yeah, the rock's not an option. Sorry, JSJ. Rock or sanity, you have choice. I'm not doing the rock. Pro Trade saying, I have money now, so Dwayne the Rock Switcher. Jesus Christ. Come on, frames, don't fail me now. Okay. Look at that train going over the hill. That's a nice looking train. This live steam. Here we go. The live steam locomotive I know is called a Pilgrim Merchant. It sounds like a mini chainsaw. Yes, the frames are chugging. The frames, they do be chugging. Alright, so we are officially entering Silva Paperboard, and you can see in the distance the giant monstrosity of this Silva Cement, which is another J mod. I know we haven't really showed it off in this, so we'll make sure to switch this out. I'm going to get those diesels before I forget, though, because I know that if y'all start causing chaos already, it's going to be bad for me. Do I have a Koos on the train? Yes! There it is. Look at it. It's beautiful. Nobody at me about the marker lights. Or the markers. And Mohawk's PSI is already up to 80. Awesome. Okay. Get an NW2. What is an NW2? I don't know what an NW2 is, Bro Train. I will get the diesels, though, that Build It Funky wants. Basically thick plumes of exhaust. Nice. Oh, an EMD early switcher. That's a pretty shot. All right, I have to focus though because engine leads and stuff. Okay, let's we're gonna put this train over here. So that means I have to start slowing down. Oh, by the way, I don't know if we've really shown off this area here. This is our engine terminal. I like it a lot. It's very basic, but it does the job. Do we have any coal down here? We do, but we need more. Okay. Oh, and I'm starting to run low on water. That's cool. Oh, it's a super switcher, but I would need to... Okay. Well, I can't really add a mod while we're in the middle of the game here. So that is my limitation, is if I can't add it, then I can't add it. Am I keeping well? I am doing what I can. I will say I have been having some health problems recently. I really won't go into it, but got some doctors looking at stuff, has had some tests, and, you know, stuff that I kind of expected would happen at some point. So it's not like everything kind of like popped out of nowhere. It's just progressively getting worse. I won't go into it, though, but doing otherwise great, and trying to be doing what I do. Doobly-doo-doo. Let's see here. Angry, what's the name of the junction for the NS? What junction with NS? There are many places that junction with NS. Oh, Clinchfield Sierra is in Anoza, Arizona? Okay. All right. So we are entering the Yad. Let's slow down just a bit here. Come on. Oh, for the Murphy branch? It's not Andrews, it's something else. But, what is attractive effort on the 282? Cost in game, wondering to install mods. So this is a mod made by Luna Locomotive Works, and it is of basically a standard gauge version of a Rio Grande K36. So it has 36,000 pounds of tractive effort. I forget what the actual cost is in game for it, because we just started off by spawning a few of them. We'll probably buy more as we need to in game, where you guys might sponsor it, but it is a mod that you install with UMM, and it is publicly available out on Nexus. So if you want to run something similar, consider doing that. Okay, let's put these puppies back here. Okay. I need to AI this locomotive to go take on water. But, let's see. Okay, pop those there. Okay. So I'm going to AI this just to go over, because I need to get those diesels. And then I do have a story about live Steam stuff, because I know people are probably ready to... I'm going to use the term criticize, but, you know, it's been fun. Okay, diesels. Let's put them with the other two. So I need 3 more SD7s is what it comes down to. Okay. So let's get 3 SD7s. And can I put them right there? And I need to number them 1222, 1221, 1224, and then I need to get rid of the other diesel that we had put in Bryson. So let me do that real quick. Okay. Goodbye, Santa Fe Diesel. I kind of wish I had the opportunity to run you, but, you know, the community giveth and the community taketh away. Okay, and then this is going to be 1222. And then we're going to make this hopefully easy on me. And then this engine, let's do copy to couple. Okay, so now we have the diesels. I am going to move these diesels from here, though, down to Bryson, just so that way they are with their brethren, if that makes sense. So 1223, it needs to get fixed up. We're going to put it on probably this track over here. Yeah, let's just move that. Okay, so the diesels are now accounted for. And Build It Funky. Hopefully that is to your liking. Let me know. But, by the way, the font in here, these are all white pass fonts for the diesels. So I decided white pass fonts for the diesels. And then Rio Grande for the steam engines. With a little bit of EBT tinge in there as well. Okay. Diesels are now taken care of. Let's get 483 serviced. And we'll go from there. I will say we have been streaming for about an hour. I appreciate you guys watching. If you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button to subscribe for all sorts of content. If you're watching the stream now live, even if you're not live, please do hit the thumbs up button, the like button on the stream. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm for people to discover my channel and the content I have. I do, of course, train games and then a lot of stuff with garden railroading and live steam. So hopefully that's going to continue for the foreseeable future. So that little stuff always helps. So consider doing that if you haven't already. Thank you. All right, let's get that watered because that water's on the lower side. And then we're going to go back to company mode because I don't want to be a dirty cheater. Okay. Yes, and thank you, Bro Train. If you want to join the Discord, consider joining the Discord. That's where we sometimes will post stuff, and then that's how you can stay in touch with the community. So, Silver Cement, we have these cars of slag. We have a lot of cars pulled to interchange. Fair amount of stuff, actually. But yeah, I am not entirely sure how this industry works. I know it's one of Catter J's who made the steel mill, one of theirs. So my thinking is if the cars are empty and easy to get to, I will do that. And if they're not, for example, this car right here, I'm not going to grab it. But we got plenty to grab in the meanwhile. Some gypsum, some other cars. So we'll try to grab what we can and clean that up a bit. Do the marker lights go on the tender? I'm not sure if the Rio Grande engines had marker lights on the tender. I know they have like maybe a lamp bracket or something, but I'm not 100% sure. Where are our passenger cars? On this railroad, we primarily do freight. So we do have a passenger train. It's currently up in Alarka, but you know, I try to focus on freight because freight is what pays the bills, and freight is the, you know, things. All right, we are full on water. And, okay, the easiest way to get over is to cross over the streams now. So that goes through there. And no, that was right. The entire thing was right. Okay. Okay. I should also probably pull that caboose off while I'm thinking about it. So actually, let's grab that caboose real quick. Just move that over. I will also repeat what I said earlier. I'm really glad I don't have to do this in first person right now. So thank you to JSJ, despite your best efforts, and Build It Funky, Bro Train. Appreciate you. So, all right. So we're gonna put that on. We'll put it on the servicing lead. We'll just do it that way. That'll be easiest. And that way, when we come over with our next train, then we're already in the clear. So there we go. Okay, put the handbrake on this puppy and make sure the angle cock's closed on the engine. So we do have another way to get into this area, but I really don't feel like going all the way back here just to pull through from the other end. But, yeah. Okay. So let's see. Where are my switches? Where's my switches from bitches? God damn it! I should have not opened my damn mouth. $10 from JSJ saying, have fun switching in first person, you dingus. Shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said anything. This is gonna be really goddamn annoying. Okay. Crap, and I missed that switch. Okay. What is my favorite New Zealand steam locomotive? I really do not know anything about New Zealand or Australian steam engines. I know they're cool, but I really don't know much more than that. Bro Train with $15 saying no first. Well, you heard the man. So. Yeah. Okay, the caboose is out of the way. Let's pull these cars out, and then we'll turn the engine reset for the next trip. Although we probably will just skip over to the steel mill, do that, and then we'll have one of the other Ks move stuff around. Oh, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? God bless America. JSJ. God dang it, Napa. This is how it's going to be, apparently. This is going to be because I didn't get the frickin' rock for you. There, now you have to deal with the bell. Hope you like the bell. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. I can't see shit. This freaking sucks. How will I switch with all these bells in first person? God damn it. Thank you to the Bro Train for the $15 for no first person. Then there's Solaris for 500. Hey, 500 pennies for you and one first person. I think that still gets canceled out by Bro Train, because Bro Train overdid. So thank you, gents. Appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Okay. Mine still covers you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. I still want to get in first person for this because it does make it a little bit easier to in my mind at least, get the freight cars done. All right, back on. Okay, let's see. So I'm not going to get that car. I'll get these two. Is this a Central Georgia car? Yes, it is. All right. That's fine. That's fine. So, do you want to hear a story about how Ragtimer has been tempted recently by the evil temptations of Garden Railroad Livesteam? So, recently on eBay, there's been two engines that General and I have been kind of back and forth about. Man, that'd be cool. That would be kind of cool. One of them was a Denver and Rear Grand Western C16, number 278 in the Flying Grand 280 from AccuCraft. And the engine, more or less, we couldn't tell what the condition was on it. It looked rough. But it looked rough in the way of, like, it had been sitting on a shelf with a lot of cat hair and stuff. But the engine itself looked like it was in mechanically good shape, and it had remote control already installed. So, and Ajax, we're just grabbing these two boxcars over here, the three empties that are going back to interchange. So, we're not going to grab the whole string, just those couple here. So, the thing is, it started off as a bid. They started the bidding at like $500, and after a few days, the engine was only like $1,500. It was valued at like $3 to $3.5. So, between me, Boo Mario, and a few other people, I basically sent them a message being like, "All right, listen. I am. I'm going to place a bid if it's still stupid low. Because, you know, if it's this low and someone has a bid on it, I can justify it. Like, basically, if it was under $2,000. Oh, the boxcars need to be loaded. Okay. Oh, shit, you're right. I do not know what I'm doing. This is freaking dumb. Well, since I'm already here, I'm going to pull this one car out. Since we're already this far. All right, so we'll put this. So anyways, Rio Grande, Flying Grand, C18 was still stupid low. So I ended up putting a bid on it and thankfully was outbid at the last minute by someone who was very much determined to get the engine. The other one, once I get this car switched out, I'll show you it. I'm not going to get it even though it has been tempting. Let me get this here. Okay. So, this has been the engine that's been tempting. So, this is a AccuCraft Rio Grande Southern number 9. Again, it's a C16. The engine itself, again, appears to be covered in cat hair, but is otherwise in looking fairly good condition. It is a butane burner. I need to stop this train before I run too far away. Dang it. Well, while I monologue, let me just tie that back in, and I'll show you more of this engine, because this has been a tempting SOB. So, okay. So, butane burner. It has a bath. It does not have a tender pump. Has a couple of characters in there. Agacraft number 93 of 200 they made. Again, looks like it needs to be cleaned, but otherwise looks decent condition. Has a remote control already installed, but it looks like there's still a bit of work that needs to go onto it. So, cool engine. They keep dropping the price by like $200, and I just got an offer from the seller for another $200 below that. I can't justify it. It's cool. It's a cool engine, but I'm still holding out hope that one day I will get a Rio Grande K27 or K28 in live Steam, and that'd be really cool. One day. One day. Today is not that day, but one day. Oh, I see what it is. The car... I see what it is. Okay. That makes sense now. Got it. All right. Let's get back over to first... Or not first person. Let's get that there, and then... So we have to get that one, and then we'll grab... We'll leave that one, and we'll just get most of these right here. JSJ, I do not have $2,400 to drop on an engine and then only to put another, most likely, $1,000 into it to get it fixed up, cleaned up. You know, one day we'll get another engine, but I also have to remember my coal engine's still technically getting fixed up, so one day I'll have that. So, how's the 2-foot gauge engine? What pressure are we at right now? This is important information that we need to know. Okay. Or buy the... No! I'm not going to buy the rock. We don't need the rock. The rock's not installed. Even if I wanted the rock, I can't do that right now because I would have to stop the stream, get everything, and then still have to do that. You're not giving that up. Look, I realize that the Pioneers used to ride that baby for miles, but there are other things you could... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. So... I am surprised that General hasn't hopped on, but I'm imagining that General is having one of those weeks at work where he's trying to get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Sounds like an ish you, not an ish me. Look, you're not wrong, JSJ. You're not wrong, but what about an SD70 mod? I'm not a diesel guy. We've been over this. I'm a steam guy. I like my steam, my choo-choos that go chuff chuff, not burr. So. Okay. Let's see. Let's get these coupled up. Almost time to go back to the steel mill. We'll get those taken care of. And boom. Get these final cars done here. Oh, good. One more turned over. So the slag is still going in. But yeah, this is an impressive structure. It is impressive. And again, we're going to wait on that car because I'd rather get a string of 2 than just a one-off. That one was a me not paying attention thing. Apparently, we have only 2.2 pounds of packaged cement. How is the Cement Works doing? How does that actually work? I guess it just needs more stuff to do it. JSJ is partial to engines that go eee. Oh boy. Bro Train says, I'm playing Railroad, and my Bryson freight is 79 cars, 4,297 tons, and 3,405 feet long. It has two K66 on the front and a caboose on the rear. Jeebus. Solar saying, well, diesels have been known to puff smoke like a steamer at times. Yes, that's why the expression "it smokes like an Alco" exists. Because we have a diesel at the broad top that smokes like an Alco sometimes. It is glorious. Beautiful machine. Gotta love the Alco. Okay. Alrighty. Did I answer the question? Yes, I did see the mod. I think it looks awesome, and one day when it is released, we will definitely try it. Mainly for the return trip to Bryson. I bet. Okay. I'm going to be lazy and AI this over to here. Just to get that there. I guess a 44-tonner, but 3-foot EBT did it. Cowboy the Rock. No, we're not going to cowboy anything. The dual gauge mod is not released as far as I'm aware. Okay, so most of this is now switched out. Again, I'm not going to worry about some of these other things, so there we go. For steel mill nose-to-nose end cab units. Hit. Okay. Pair of SW1s or a pair of tankage. Well, we've got the tankage. We've got the A5, the Penske A5, which we're actually going to grab here in a moment to do some switching for us. Okay. So that's there. And then... yeah, that's fine. We don't worry about logging on the save. There's a couple of hoppers up at Kirkland, but I'm not going to worry about them right now. So we have these cars to bring down. We'll bring the other ones up. Actually, let's... for the sake of ease, we're still going to use the switcher, but I'm going to AI this just to... get the Kirkland cars. Because it'll be funny. Okay. So that's going to go there. And then, yeah, you know what? Let's, since we have these diesels that were so lovingly donated to us, let's actually have them do something. Oh, I set them here to get fixed up, and I put the wrong thing on it. All right, well, because we need the cars, let's see if these are ready to load. They're very close. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to send them up. Okay. Yeah, we'll send them up to go get the thing. And then... let me see. Now I'm multitasking. Sometimes this is good, sometimes this is bad. Okay. It is now time to take this engine back over. Yes, couple at 5 speeds. Yes. Did I just hear? I don't care about logging. Who is this imposter and what did you do with Angry? Also, imposter, can you get the rock the real one wouldn't? Oh, boy. Well, JSJ, this is a steel mill safe. This is steel mill, not logging. Steel mill. Which box caps? Get the 100-foot box cap, because why not? Well, there you go, Build It Funky. It's canon then. Okay. If they all sat in a deadline, it would be accurate. Jesus. Well, now they're being useful. They're really useful engines. Just as Sir Topham Hatt would want. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to be lazy. Let's just fly this locomotive. And it'll live down there until we need it again. Okay. To the steel mill. Okay. Because we have 41 getting fixed up in the roundhouse. That's right. It's 41 in the roundhouse because we didn't need it. It was because we couldn't fixed. Oh, this engine I haven't upgraded yet. Okay. So here's the upgrades. We have the lettering. We have a lot of lettering options now. So we're going to get Railroad Roman for everything. That's also going to be Railroad Roman because that's the font the Rio Grande uses. That's about right. And then that one's supposed to be 481 in the middle because I found that out after looking at it at some point. And that's also in Railroad Roman. Not Reading. Railroad Roman. Can you say Railroad Roman? Okay. And then this one back here. This one, we're going to do Flying Grand. And Railroad Roman. And we're going to have it be properly lettered. Rio Grande. There it is. Look at that beautiful tender. Oh, it makes me happy. Anyways, the switcher over here. East Broadtop themed. Why is that, you might ask? Because that's what I've decided. So this is our little switcher for the steel mill. And we're going to go ahead and move this over. And do what we must because we can. The Canada's our diesel all sucks way back to steam is actually hilarious. That is funny. It's the Mount Union switcher. Close enough. Technically, it's close enough. It's not the right amount of wheels, but it's close enough. Okay. Yeah, the Mountain Union switcher lives on my railroad. So we're going to go ahead and get these bunch of cars that need to go through Robinson Gap. Switch the one in so it unloads. Because basically, once we tip over the day, which we need to do here soon-ish, because we don't really have anything else to do after we get these last cars spotted and potentially sent back to their homes, is to switch the day over and then start up the next thing, which is going to be the blast furnaces, I believe. Yes. Screw my wheels. Well, screw your wheels. How does it make you feel? Okay, let's see. We're going to shove that one car in first. Slow down. Slow down. That's not great. It's 93%. We're fine. We're fine. It's all fine. We're going to shove this car in so it gets unloaded, and because it's the only car that needs to get unloaded, at the moment, we'll be fine. Yeah, I didn't slow down. I don't know what happened. Okay. At the risk of tempting fate again, I'm just going to repeat my previous statement of I'm really glad I don't have to switch this in first person. All right. Steel mill bullshit. Here we go. Do-da, do-da. JSJ is not a ho. Oh, do-da day. And I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to wait for that car to go just so I don't have to do 2 switching moves if I don't need to. Because you know that hopper's going to go the moment I am done with it. Or I move back. Which will give us another moment or two to get the other cars in. Okay. Yeah, because see, that one's already almost half empty. So, because then I could send all those cars back to Robinson Gap when the other train gets in. And then those can get loading while this one is, yeah. This is what we call efficiency, people. Efficiency. All right, that's going to sit there while this one car unloads because it's going to be a second or two. Let's get the 480 down here. Okay. Oh, good. Those are hybrid power plant cars. Okay, cool. So that means we could put them over here. Let's put that there. And then how are our diesels doing? The diesels are on their way through Hemingway. That's good. Okay. And just because it's probably good to keep the passenger train moving, because, you know, extra revenue and all that jazz. Let's see. Here's 482. Now, the question you might have is, why is 482 painted slightly differently? And it's very simple. Midland chose that. All right. Let's see. Tuckasegee Steel, Cochrane, Alarka Junction, Hemingway, Bryson. Okay. And in order to AI this properly, we're going to have it go to Silva and stop. And we'll have it stop right there. Perfect. Wait, did I just AI the wrong engine? I did. 480 is the one I did not want to AI. 480 is going to go here. So 480 is going there. And I meant for 482. This is what happens. I'm slightly tired. I hate that whistle. Stupid goddamn whistle. You are going to go here. So I was say that's not 20. That's not 14 miles. That's a lot more than 14. Oh, that's gonna shove it. Okay, well, fine. You can shove all the way. I don't care. You're AI. What was my favorite locomotive? Not a K36. A K27. No. Okay, is that car done? Yes, it is. All right, let's move it back. I mean, I do like basically like insert Rio Grande narrow gauge engine here. I really like the C18s. Again, I'm a narrow gauge guy. I also like the White Pass 70 class. They're good looking engines. I like my Mikados. What can I say? Okay. Yes, you gotta love the RGS. All hail God's forlorn narrow gauge. Okay. The FNA have a White Pass 70 copy. I am well aware of that copy. That is going to be awesome to get my hands on at some point. Keyword is at some point. Okay. Let's see, these hoppers. Oh, they're in. Okay. Okay, let's get a couple of these tied down. Okay, so we have a couple more hoppers that we need to throw in to the coal conveyor. And then I don't think these are going to... Where are they? Okay, they are local for Robinson Gap as well, so that'll be good. We can build a big Robinson Gap train. So that's good. Yeah. Well, all right. Let's get this switched up and taken care of. Why does it sound like there's still steam in the cylinders? There definitely isn't. That was a lot of switches that just went. Oh, shit. Where is it? Ah! How did I know that would happen? How did I know that would happen? God damn it, Napa. I got all flustered. We're okay. We're still at 80%. We'll let it cool overnight. This is all somehow JSJ's fault. I think that's the answer here. JSJ is responsible for the stupidity that is currently occurring at the steelworks, and okay. Cool. That is lined to where I want it to go. Okay. So that's going to go. Let's quickly AI these to come back down. Hello, Diesels. Nice to have you here. Try the veal. Okay. And these cars are all ready for the coal conveyor, so that's excelente. Okay. Back to the steel mill we'll go. You're not mad, you're just disappointed, Rob. Well, I don't blame you. Remember, this is all JSJ's fault. That is right. SJ. Come on. Get up this damn hill. Okay. So, for those who aren't initiated of what the steel mill does, so right now we are turning coal into coke. We're loading up the hoppers with coke, and then that's going to be taken over to the dump over here. We're going to then get some iron ore and... Wait. Something's not right here. Oh, this is probably... Okay. Okay. I'm going to let that sit while that unloads, because we don't need to do anything at the moment with that. That line of cars is fine. That can sit for a little bit. And we're basically waiting for the diesel train to get here so we can switch out some more hoppers. It is not going to take very long for these to switch over. Okay. I'm going to step away for a quick moment while we wait for the engine to come in. I'm going to put us on a break here. Use it as an opportunity to use the bathroom, refresh your drink, whatever you need to do. But I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Alrighty, we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. So, let's continue to see. So we are still unloading coal up here. It'll take a few moments for all these hoppers to flip over. We do have...
Look like I know what a JPEG is. I just
What just happened? What just happened? I think someone tried to join, but they didn't, and they just made a noise and left. I'm very confused. I think it was General, but I genuinely do not know. That or JSJ's trying to be doing funny JSJ things. Then who the... Something weird just happened. I don't know what just happened. JSJ, dang it! That's who it was. JSJ's trying to cause some tomfoolery. JS freaking J. Okay. Okay. All right, so the diesels are on their way down. What is the diesels set at? You can go faster, you little train. Oh, and these are all set at there we go. Yeah, I'd run double headers with mics before buying bigger engines. Yes, this is notice. Yes, the diesels are fine, but more steam, more steam, more steam. Okay, so we're just waiting on this train to come in. Where's our pasture? Oh, there's the pasture train. That is just okay. There, okay, there we go. So that's there. That's slowly going. So we just literally in a holding pattern until we get this done. JSJ, you dingus, you dingus pingus. Okay. Well, we're gonna move the 483 while we're waiting for that train to come down, just to get it in position for later, because we are. Well, as I said, once we get this last few things switched out at the steel mill, then we will be ready to go for things. Okay. Okay. The train there yet? The train there yet? I feel like I'm like Nappa from Dragon Ball Z Abyss. Is he here yet? Is he here yet? I'm literally just waiting on that damn train, and then so these hoppers will unload pretty quickly, but we just need to get to that point. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Zeppelin races is the one, the only General Stonewall. Hello, General.
Yes. Hi. How's it going?
Is great. It's even better now that you're here. Everyone in the chat say hello, General.
Is that a general hello?
I believe it would be, in this case, a general hello. So.
Wonderful. Oh, I heard back from Steve again, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he's got wheel centers and cranks already made for his locomotive.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. I can share pictures. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Also, I went and toured 2 apartments today.
How'd those go?
Decent.
Hide
One
your
was
kids,
really-
hide your wife. They're gonna find you. It's the general.
Who dat?
That's
Oh.
JSJ. That's what I said. JSJ is being fucky.
Let's see. I'll stick these in staff chat real quick. One was very nice. It was a duplex. It was pretty nice. It was kind of off the main road, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing that I did find concerning was the fact that I saw like 2 dead bugs. Why am I hearing steam locomotive? Oh, it's because I'm loaded into the game. Cool.
Yes.
There was like a couple of dead bugs around the apartment, which I don't know if that's just because they just fumigated or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So that was
Ooh.
kind of, interesting. The other one was a actual, more like a townhome,
Okay.
and it was great. It's like it's a 2-bed, 1.5 bath, 2-story house or townhome. It's a lot of space, nice little area. It's right next to a park. It only thing is, it doesn't have a washer dryer hookup.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's kind of a no go. I don't know. I'll have to. That's one I'm
I
really
mean,
gonna have
do you
to.
really want to take your laundry to somewhere else to get it done? That's the question.
So that's the thing is, I don't know. And it's not like there's laundromats around that I could technically go to.
But that's
that
really
would also
annoying and
involve me.
yeah.
I mean, maybe if they offer like service where you drop it off and then pick it up later, but I don't know. But I'd also looked at a couple houses or a couple of apartments earlier this week too. One of them actually reached back out to me with an offer, like a slightly reduced rent offer, which sounds really good.
But
I got a couple other places that I want to look at first, because the place is it's an 1,100 square foot house that I would be renting.
mm-hmm.
For or at least the ground floor of it, because there's another apartment in the attic which is completely sealed off. No one can get into it, or get into the main part of the house with me. But it's old. It's got like old house smell in it, which isn't the worst thing. Definitely the tubs are definitely not like pristine white. Once again, old. It's like just old plastic tub type thing. It's I don't know, because also I just don't know what I would do with that much space, to be honest with you.
You put a workshop in for your live Steam. Duh.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, remember, mine's like 1,400, but then it has the basement, which is not quite the same as your situation.
Right.
But,
Which right now that one's sounding, pretty attractive, but I got a couple more places I wanted to check out before I say yay or nay on one or another.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming you saw the two pictures I posted in.
I
in Snapchat.
did.
So well, I guess it's the second picture because it uploaded that second. That's what they look like coming out straight from Sin-Cut Send.
Okay.
So I know that
For
wheel
reference, people.
centers. Those are the cranks. I'm not 100% sure what those other bits are. He didn't mention those.
Yeah.
My only thought would be maybe cams or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is after he did some. He took him to his lathe and machine profiles into him and all that sort of stuff. He said he has to tumble him to deburr him and that sort of thing. But yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm. I still haven't made much progress on mine. I really need to. I need to actually set aside some time to work on it. Also, where am I?
So I'm literally waiting on one train to come into the steel mill to then dump off some more coal. And then I was going to bump the day to the next day so we can then start switching out, doing long hauls, that sort of thing. So I'm literally waiting on a train that's passing through Bryson right now. I'm just dumping my engine to be fixed up because I definitely didn't have two derailments earlier.
Oh, really?
Definitely didn't.
Definitely didn't. Well, I believe you.
But does the audience believe me? No, because they've seen everything. Okay. So the good news is the train is coming in. I will say the community's been very gracious tonight, which has been very nice. However, that means we do have a few more diesels on the line now. And JSJ really wants me to get a rock for the
we had a
railroad.
rock.
No, we had on the other save, but there is no rock on this one.
Right. But it wasn't a rock. It's a rock lobster.
Yes.
Well, I'm currently sitting in the 483.
Yes, if you can give me literally about 2 minutes of your time to talk about the curse of Jesus. No. For me to dump these cars, then I will set the date tomorrow, and we will have plenty of work ahead of us.
Cool. Well, I'll just coal and water in the meantime. It has water. It needs a touch of coal.
Yes. JSJ, we are not getting goddamn the rock. See, this is what the pattern has been general, is I've been saying, no, I don't want the rock. JS is just like, get the rock or have, 10 minutes, 20 minutes in first person. He attempted 50 at one point, but then a mixture of both Build It Funky and Bro Train saved me. And we're like, no, we're not doing that.
Oh.
And then the membership started flowing, and they canceled out JSJ's evil, nefarious ways. So, but JSJ is like, no, you need the rock. But I don't have the rock installed. That's the problem. I've said that like 8 times now. Maybe more. Maybe like 9 times.
So we can't have Rock the Dwayne Johnson?
Yes, we cannot have Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
Rob, man, I do know that JSJ will not stop. Maybe it'll make him be the funny. I don't know.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop the beat.
What the heck happened to the Why do I only see like 3 locomotives in the buy menu?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that.
So it's not just me.
Correct.
Cool. That's odd, because I couldn't remember what locomotives we had installed.
K36,
Ks, obviously.
yes. And then SD7s and the Yellowstone.
That's all you need.
The Rio Grande shall rise again.
Mm-hmm. Did it ever fall, really? It did, kind of.
I mean, you could blame Union Pacific, but...
Yeah. Well, also partially Amtrak, I guess.
Yes, the track of...
We need some more coal over here, I think.
We do have hoppers of coal in Bryson that just needs to come on a westward train.
Okay.
4 SD7s? Yes, we are using 4 SD7s. We can thank Build It Funky for those.
Apparently,
there's a Pro Train. Crap, it's one of the two. It's one of the two.
Apparently 482 is low on water. Did you know that?
Yes. Let the bastard train stall.
Let it just die on the line.
Yes. And that way we could scrap it. No. Okay. Are you ready for some football?
Hey, there's a there's like a couple of cars that could go to the interchange.
From
sitting
where?
over here at the cement
Uh,
plant.
At the what plant?
The cement plant.
Well, there's only like 2 or 3, because there was one car that we almost pulled by accident that I definitely didn't mess up earlier. But
right. It's
we're gonna leave it
There's
until it
4
goes
cars.
through. All right. Are you ready for time to skip?
I suppose so.
All right, let's go to sleep. And we'll think of...
Go to sleep. Live steam.
Yes.
As per normal. As is tradition.
Silva Interchange got 180 cars.
My frames! I am down to 6.
Count them, 6.
Hey,
What's that, Vegeta?
I'm gonna send you a snippet of something.
I think I know what that something is, but
Do you?
I bet it's the that rear Grand Southern engine.
Maybe.
That maybe had a price drop on it and an offer made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same offer.
Okay, so I'm not special. Got it.
Correct, General.
Way to poo-poo on my parade.
Hit poo-poo.
The heck is that? Ooh! Not sure what scale this is, but it looks cool. Sorry, I've gotten distracted.
Dang it, Napa. Woo.
It went into F scale.
Okay. All right, I'm going to use the K to do some switching here. Hey, look, it's the passenger train.
All right, I guess I need to go address the interchange situation if I can actually see what's going on. Holy crap, that's a lot. Oh, and it's like almost all iron. It's almost all steel mill. It's almost all steel mill.
Yes! God's glorious
It's
steel.
It's a sea of blue with like one string that has a little bit of green. There's like 3 cars that go to Whittier Iron Mine. Or excuse me, Walker Iron Mine. There's a string of, I don't know how many cars that is, going to the cement plant. And then all the rest of it, all 3 other tracks, 3 of the 4 tracks is nothing but iron or steelworks.
Good. Good.
Also, why is all this going to the blast furnace? I thought we made our own coke to go to the blast
Well, the
furnace.
problem is until it's full of stuff, then it's going to keep doing it.
Okay.
So...
We don't have another locomotive down here, do we?
we don't. I can send one down to you, though. Also, I could send SD7s down your way.
Ugh.
We can also buy another K.
Can we?
Or spawn another K. We don't have 484 yet. And it is sandbox mode right now, so you can...
I suppose we could. I mean, I don't know if... I'll probably need it when I actually go
I mean, the
to,
Yellowstone also may or may not be finished up by this point, but that's over in Bryson.
Right. It's just... it's gonna be a big train going to the steel mill. I can tell you that much.
So what I'm hearing is we'll probably have to do it in sections.
Or do one big stupid long train. But it may take. Well, give me 1 second, and I'll give you an idea of how bad it's going to be. So I just connected to one string.
Mm-hmm.
So one string of 58 cars right here for this is just purely cars for the High Line, or for the
Yeah.
for the blast furnace in the High Line is 6,275 tons.
Holy crud! Yeah.
So,
We need some power on that then.
oh, so wait, I take it back. There is some stuff for other, not the blast furnace, but there is a whole nother string that is purely for the blast furnaces.
Jesus.
I kind of feel like I need to block this better.
I need my switcher. Is my switcher fixed up? Is it?
Why did they block? Why is this the way that it is? Why are you the way that you are?
It all started when I was born.
It all started on the day of my birth. Neither of my parents actually showed up. All right, so for reference, I just cut off all the Highline cars in this string. It's still 40 cars, and it's still 4,900 tons. Well, almost 5,000 tons.
So you need more power is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need more power.
Well,
I mean, the alternative is we could run several smaller trains.
that may be the easiest solution, but
I mean,
yeah.
alternatively, you said the Yellowstone is fixed up.
It may be fixed up. It's over in Bryson right now. I haven't had a chance to take a look at it.
Okay. Ah, crap. That's suboptimal. I forgot to throw that switch. Well, if the Yellowstone is fixed up, if you could send it my way, that would
Yes.
be massive.
Yep. No, we do not need a double header of Yellowstones, and no JSJ. You know who has more power? The Rock.
Does The Rock have more power?
No, it does not. JSJ is just being a bitch.
Well, he's paying you the money. Doesn't that make you his bitch?
I will not confirm nor deny allegations of such atrocities. That doesn't look right.
What's that?
Let me try to go back to there. There it is. The Yellowstone was fading in and out of existence.
Oh.
Devo just saying, easy on this railroad surprising. I mean, it is suffering Southern. We all do suffer on this line. No, we do not need 4 goddamn rocks. It's not happening, people. Stop asking for the goddamn rock. Okay, I'm going to put the Yellowstone is on its way.
Cool. Can I guess maybe put it? Did you tell it to waypoint like at the?
On one of the servicing leads, yeah.
Cool. That's perfect. Thank you. I am at 8 frames per second right now. My poor computer is struggling. I need to upgrade desperately. At this point, I'm just thinking about either building or buying a whole new computer, which is stupid because everything's expensive.
Yes. And you too can sponsor General's Build a Computer by telling him not to buy LiveSteam.
Well, I mean, you can tell me all you want, whether or not I listen.
Correct.
So honestly, I'm half thinking I could just make an entire train with nothing but blast furnace cars, and I'm not 100% sure the Yellowstone could haul it.
The Yellowstone and the K.
You know, I take that back. The Yellowstone could probably haul it. It just, it's a lot.
All right, finally we're moving this. What liveries does the rock come in? Just rock. It's a fucking rock. It's the Pioneer Rock from SpongeBob.
Gray.
Well, it's actually more like
Now
a bluish,
available in-
bluish gray.
Yeah, now available in Bikini Bottom Brown. Galloping Goose Gray.
I realize you are like my pimp daddy right now. JSJ, no.
And I am. Oh, this is a terrible idea. I don't know why I'm doing this with one locomotive. I should wait till the other one gets here, but I'm doing it anyways.
Because you have the resolve to do it.
Yes, I suppose.
You know what I suppose?
Stop. What?
I suppose that kids have a reason for liking the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's the taste they
Taste you
can see.
feel? You can see. But does it have the electrolytes that plants crave?
What about a Burke? I mean, a Burke probably could do it.
I mean, if a Burke could do it, a Yellowstone could do it. Burke would probably not be very happy about it.
But the Burke would do it.
Right.
No, we're not doing 2 Yellowstones, goddammit.
Where am I lined?
Where are my
I am
glasses?
line correct. Who are you? Why are you here? The
'Cause-
fact that there's different sized Originies in this thing is kind of neat.
Because it's silly, Rob, man. We don't need that kind of power. We really don't. It's just getting shit to the steel mill.
We really don't need a Yellowstone, but yet we have one.
JSJ, I don't care if the rock has 1,000 tractive effort. We don't need it.
It has 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000 pounds of 100,000 pounds of tractive effort.
100,000. Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say. I was about to say you're not doing a good job of selling it if you're advertising 1,000 pounds of tractive effort like it's something. Oh, this is terrible.
That's great. What are you talking about?
I am up to 103 cars at 12,620 tons. And yet the K is still pulling it.
Never doubt the beauty of the K. Every train began with K36.
Yes. Where is, speaking of every train, where is that Yellowstone?
It is stopped for a red signal
Where?
outside of the steel mill.
Oh. Oh, so it's way back there still.
I have now fixed that Yellowstone.
What's the train going into Whitty? Oh, is that the passenger train? 42.
That is the passenger train, yes.
Okay. I'm not seeing the yellow. Oh, there it is. 220.
Yes.
Cool. Reason I ask is I'm doing some long distance switching
Mm-hmm.
that involves me pulling this 103 car train out onto the main.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to have a Yellowstone roving up my
You're behind.
front end while I was
Yeah.
doing. Yeah. That is that all. That is all. That's all steel mill.
Well, I mean, this is the steel mill save. The goal of this save was
Right,
to service the
and
steel mill. I know you hate it.
Right, and I remember exactly why I hated it. This is terrible. Uh, all right, I'm thinking I might divide this up into 2 trains, even with the Yellowstone, because this entire interchange, with the exception of one string that's going to the concrete factory and 3 cars that are going to Walker Iron Mine, the rest of it's all going to the steel mill.
Yes.
Yeah. What is what is the A20? Oh, that's the American, right?
Yes. A23 is an American.
You don't have the double Farley installed, do you?
I don't think it is.
It must be a leftover in my mod pack or something.
Wait, maybe. It is. It's technically in there.
Ah. The Old English. Just so you know, I'm kind of half looking at just spawning in a switcher of some variety.
That's a great idea,
help
General.
this-
All right, time for a poll from the audience.
I cannot stop this train.
I cannot stop this train. He'll try to stop this train, but he'll fail.
It's pushing me down the hill. It's pushing me. It's still going 11 miles an hour. It's not stopping. I really don't want to dump it.
Okay.
I will turn this train around, so help me.
Put that train back where it came from, or so help you.
So help me. So help me.
And cut.
Why are there so many songs?
About your mother.
And what's on
Her other side.
insides?
Whoa.
Uh,
Whoa. Whoa. No, Rob, we will not be doing a second Yellowstone.
Which one's that one? That's that one.
Okay, we're gonna get this set up here.
So what's on the poll options?
Whatever you tell me you should put on there, Drill Sergeant. What are the top 3 locomotives you would like to try to have for your thingamabobber?
Honestly, I don't know.
And no, it'll not be a rocker Yellowstone. No one asked that.
I mean, we could put a T21 10-wheeler on there for the funny. Because 10-wheelers.
Just you have a 10-wheeler?
10-wheelers are great. I want a 10-wheeler really badly. I mean, there's always the big chonkin', like, isn't there the big chonkin' 080 or whatever? What's that?
Yes.
The S51,
Yes.
right?
Okay, I'm going to get this train out of the way here. All right, so let's put this to a poll.
And there's always like have a Pacific, have something or another. Am I actually coming backwards, or am I getting pushed down the hill? Okay.
Okay, so big honkin' 080,
Yes,
10-wheeler
I
because
am,
funny.
I am in fact being pushed down the hill. My train is not able to shove the train back up the hill. Slam it in the big hole.
Okay, I'm putting this up as a YouTube poll, so.
And then there's also, you know, a smattering of light Mikados. A mogul might be fun.
I mean, I just put it, I go and put like 4 options, so.
Oh. Atlantic.
Okay.
Also, 482 is below 5% water.
Let it die.
Let it die, let it die. Let it shrivel up and...
I mean, it's at Thomas Valley, so there's no water until Dillsboro anyway, so it'll probably die.
And block the Yellowstone.
Well, that's a problem for that happens, you know?
Well, I'm currently stuck until I get more power.
Okay, then fine. What I will do is I will divert the passenger train onto a siding at Coe.
I mean, I can try to split a section off of this and hope that I can push the rest of it back up the hill.
Okay. Passenger train's getting out of the way.
Perfect. So I don't know at this point if it was so much the K was moving it or if it was just going down the hill.
I don't know. I do not know.
Where is the Yellowstone? Oh, Yellowstone. Where is the Yellowstone? Oh, it's Oh, it's still on the other side of Whittier. That's what I can do in the meantime.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, that's pushing me. That is trying to actively push me down the hill.
Did you say a funny word?
A funny
The
word.
hill.
Oh yes, the hill. Well, I need to figure out how to get back up the hill. Yes. How many handbrakes will it take to keep this from rolling down? More than that. Okay.
No, we're not going to do a 210-2 with a Yellowstone. Or
We're at
Ghost Train.
10
God.
handbrakes. 11 handbrakes. 12 hand... Okay, it's holding at 12.
Because we're not going to do that, Rob. Please stop asking. So, all right, let's get these couple of cars switched out here.
Apparently 12 handbrakes is enough to hold the rest of that train up the hill.
Nice. Okay. Let's use the Pensy switcher, or the Pensy EBT switcher to do some switching.
The PEBT?
Yes.
What?
The PEBT, the PEBTA.
Yes, the Pepta. The merger that never was. Or was it?
Bum, bum, bum.
I mean, the EBT did haul Pensy freight cars on.
They did
the line,
fairly
so-
regularly.
I mean, come on. It's right there. May as well have been a merger.
Okay, let's see if I've got enough
We all
gumption to get up this goddamn hill.
know the EBT was controlling the Pensy from the shadows.
Yes, that is how I would like to believe it was.
Yes.
Okay. And this should be able to go up this hill with the amount of stuff that we have.
Keyword is should.
I'm already bogging down with 400 tons on the knuckle.
Nice. Well, not nice, but yeah. Stop. What is
Look and listen.
1223?
That's a diesel.
Oh, it's a diesel.
Yes, it's the fleet of diesels.
Be wise, dieselized.
Wise words from the Fat Controller.
Yes. These steam trains are stupid, said the Fat Controller. Why did I ever save them from
confusion
Yes.
and delay?
I might be in trouble again.
Let's.
I am in fact in trouble again. I have 42 cars behind me, and it's still pushing me down the hill. I'm on a 1% grade, and I can't shove it back into the yard. So I have officially screwed myself.
He's gonna highball in the yard.
I have officially screwed myself until I get more power.
Yes. Will there ever be streamliners on this railway? Probably not. Because we're a grungy freight railroad based on the Rio Grande and the EBT.
I mean, we've already established that a logging railroad would probably buy an F7 if they got one cheap enough.
I mean, you're not wrong. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you're right either.
What's the results of the poll? He asked, hopefully.
Looks like the answer on the poll is Big Honkin' 080 and 10-wheeler are tied.
Coin flip?
Okay.
Hold on. I can go get it. I have a coin, like, right here somewhere.
Yes.
Be right back. All right, I got a quarter.
Okay. Heads is
Heads or
080. Tails is 10-wheeler.
Okay, hold on. It is heads.
So Big Honkin' 080. Woo, shit!
What's oh shit?
I hit the wrong button.
What'd you hit?
Okay.
I saw the re-rail message. I don't know what you derailed.
Some cars. Just some cars.
Some cars? Okay, well, all right. So it was the
Big Honkin' 080.
the S50. No, not S51.
It was one of the Lunar Locomotive Works.
The S50. Yeah, it is an S51. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yep, I got it. Wow. Okay, that's kind of neat. There's a lot of fonts.
Yes.
Why are there so many fonts?
Because I wanted to give us options!
Wonderful. I am kind of in analysis paralysis right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis.
Paral the analysis.
I'll corral your analysis.
Oh baby.
Okay.
Ew.
What did you find? What font are you looking at there, Chief?
Consolidated TTF.
Yes.
And looking at the tender, it turned like everything, the first letter of everything on the tender into either some variation of Conrail. What? What? I, I feel like I'm having a stroke.
Of genius?
Maybe just a stroke? Can you do me a favor and come over here and just look at the 24's Tinder?
Yes.
Am I having a stroke?
Where'd you put the locomotive?
It's sitting on the trestle in front of Silva. Like between Silva or next to the Silva station ish.
Okay, I'm looking at the big honkin' 080. You picked the standard one. The tender currently doesn't have anything on it for me.
It doesn't have anything on it.
Correct. Oh, I'm sorry. The Rio... What the fuck? Rio Grande ATS FF Road Top Ale Roads S Full S Fumpany.
Yeah. That's what I see. That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
I like how you picked the stock S51 and not one of the lunar ones.
Oh, wait, is there a... Oh, well, let me correct that.
Hold on, let me find it for you.
I'll delete this one then before I do any more customization. Heavy Pacific, Calmet Tank, Mikado Deluxe, with cheese.
Don't make me hungry. What was
the old? Oh, that's the little dinky little 240. That's what I was wondering.
S45 heavy switcher, I think, is the one we were thinking of.
That's an 060 though. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think there was a.
There may not have been a Luna.
Yeah.
Or 08. All right. Well, I'll get the regular 080 then, I guess. Back out, whip it back out here. Are you keeping the 060 too, or?
I don't know. I'm just playing with the fonts for the moment because I'm.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. You know what? I'll play with the fonts while I also actually get this thing doing what it needs to do, because right now I got this train stuck behind me. Wow, look at the size compared to the K.
I did.
This is big honkin'.
Big honkin' choo-choo.
Yes, big honkin' choo-choo.
Big honkin' choo-choo rolling down the track. Eating ass and snorting crack. I'm sure that's not going to be clipped by JSJ and used against me in the future.
I'm positive of it. You're fine.
Yeah.
I still don't think I got enough gumption, even with both locomotives, to push this back up the hill.
Well, why didn't you? This sounds like a failure on your part.
Yep, no, I'm being pushed. I'm still being pushed down the hill. Hold on. You can do it. Uh,
Okay. Just gonna do this the easy way to switch that out. Oh my god, did I already dump all that coal out? Jesus. Well, I guess it still has a ways to go. Excellent.
yeah, this is not working. I am not able to get this to do. It's just, yeah.
Huh. Do you need me to come down and help you?
I mean, whenever the Yellowstone shows up, it should resolve the situation, I think. Hopefully. I'm that's what I'm banking on right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting, interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see
Okay,
here.
yes. And where the heck did all the options go?
Yep.
Uh,
Full-length classics hello. Now played Railroad or more than your mods we're using. We're using a whole bunch of mods. We're using the steel mill and Silva cement plant mounts by Caterjay, which is what you can see this monstrosity of in front of us. A bunch of Lunar Locomotive Works engine mods, car mods. All of them are available on Nexus Mods, so you can get all of those for free there and roll with them from there.
all right. Well, okay, so the 220 is still on the other side of Coe. He just passed Barker's. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot it has 2 sets of bells.
You can ring its bell. Ring its bell.
Yes. Bell. Ring its bell.
Yes.
How fast are you going? Not fast enough.
Well, you know what happens when that thing hits 88 miles an hour.
Goes right off the rails. Why does it have 1 pound on its independent? Okay, I'm taking this over. We got places to be, trains to rescue.
Okay.
You may say things are about to really go off the rails.
Hit. Empty. Okay, so that's good. Wait for that to do some switching. That I imagine is going to get dropped out pretty quickly, so maybe we'll have even more. Excellent.
And into the tunnel. So how's stuff going on your side of the railroad, Mr. Ragtimer?
Oh, you know, just switching and bitching. Just like I do with everything in my
Yeah?
life. These goddamn trains, they don't go fast enough. They switch too slow.
Not in condition. Smokes too much.
Exactly.
What percentage is that at? Okay, it's fine.
69.
No, it's not nice. It's fine. So, it's at 99.
Nice.
I am rolling. I am doing 37 mile an hour in an attempt to go rescue my train.
Okay. Look at all these cars. They're so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at these cars. Aren't they neat?
Wouldn't you think your live Steam collection's complete? No.
I just noticed something interesting about the Yellowstone.
Uh-huh.
The whistle's not mechanically actuated.
It's digital.
Well, it looks like it's done by some kind of power mechanism. I think
You're a power mechanism.
that's what they call me, the power mechanism. The linkage rod.
Is that another villain just like the what's his name?
The regulator.
The regulator.
The expansion link.
Oh my god. No, that's the gay club he hangs out at. Expansion link. Jesus Christ.
I showed you my eccentric rod. Please respond. Wait, can you customize the bell on this? No. It has to be made. There has to be a linkage somewhere that I'm just not seeing. Right? Maybe it's not modeled. Does it have a siren on it?
Maybe?
I don't know. It's got some. There's some little greeble piece up here that I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think I'm getting into render range of all the cars in the yard because my frame rate is just absolutely tanking.
Tank engineering?
Yes, Thomas the Tank Engineering.
That's terrifying.
Well, it's a really useful frame rate after all.
Really useful frame rate, you know. God.
Well, I've got good news.
The thing is there.
Yes, the Yellowstone has officially arrived in Silva. And my frame rate has gone to pot.
Can't have a frame rate if you didn't ever have a frame rate.
I mean, I guess. All right, and with one swift motion of the throttle, I will send this train and my job into oblivion.
Yes.
All right, is a Yellowstone, an S51, and a K36 enough to move this train? Yes. The answer may shock you. Or maybe not. Well, you know what? At this point, now I'm just wondering if I can, well... Now I'm wondering if I can actually shove the whole train back up the hill. Should I try it?
You want to. You can try.
do anything if you believe. You just have to believe in yourself. And the power of tractive effort in this sand I found.
Leaving the heart of the cards, Yugi.
With the power of friendship and this Yellowstone I found, we will shove this entire train up the hill. How much tractive effort does the Yellowstone have anyways?
Enough. It has enough.
Yes.
Alrighty, well, I have gotten all the switching I need to do done up at the steel mill. So that's good. I got cars unloading and waiting for their next lines. Oh, I have a diesel that I have to take care of. Crap. Interesting. Let me take care of this, y'all.
You know, I should probably be paying attention to the actively reversing train. It's still miles away.
Oh, that's a lot of hoppers I brought up here. Interesting. Very interesting.
How many are they?
Probably too many. But it's okay. It'll still love me.
Oh, that's rolling now. I took the handbrakes off too soon. That's rolling. The amount of smoke that I'm seeing roll on the other side of the paper mill from the 3 locomotives working uphill is amazing.
Yes.
That's coming in a little hot. That's coming in a lot of hot. That's very hot. That's on fire. We're good.
Are you sure?
Maybe. I'm not sure. But I am confident. And yes, I can in fact shove this entire cut back up the hill. Cheese and rice.
No, you can't say that. Flanagan's not here.
He
He may be lurking in
How
the
is he,
shadows, though.
bud? He could be. I haven't heard from him in a while.
He's good. He's keeping busy.
Mm-hmm.
He's still the spunky child that we know him as. Spunky little
Wonderful.
spunky Brewster.
Spunky monkey.
Yes. Spunky chunky monkey.
Spunky chunky funky monkey.
Dang it, I overshot my damn thing by like 2 feet.
You only got 2 feet though.
That's what you think.
I do think that. You're right. This is so dumb.
How dumb is it?
13,000 tons worth of dumb.
Yay!
So purely practically speaking, it probably should break this up into multiple trains. But that's practical. We don't do practical here. Right? I mean, alternatively, we could also break it up into multiple trains if you wanted to have something for multiple people to do.
We could, but I think that's going to end up being a next time problem for us. So next time we play this, we will continue to deal with the utter bullshit that is the steel mill.
Well, before you end it, I am about one car away from coupling up to
The mega
next
train.
string of It is. Hold that thought. Wait, why did that come uncoupled? Wait,
Dear
what did I
Lord.
lose? 126 cars at 14,656 tons.
Yeah, I think that's about as far
How
as you're
did
going to
that
get there,
come?
Chief.
How did that come on? What?
Holy crap-oly.
What?
Also, I like how you have the big locomotive up front, small locomotive in the middle, medium size in the back.
I may have broke the big locomotive.
Hold on. There's an air hose somewhere.
It's between the tender and the locomotive.
Yoink. It's gone now.
I
and
Don't know how I broke that.
let's get you another locomotive then, shall we?
I've never seen it come undone like that.
This is all the fault of JSJ. Once
I agree with
again,
that.
this is JSJ just being a little JSJ, J and S and J and.
Yeah, what he said. Perfect.
Yep, so next time we will see the big train as undertaken by General Stonewall himself.
Possibly. Allegedly.
Yes. And we will continue with more fun at the steel mill. So thank you everyone for watching. If you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button and follow along for more stuff. If you are over on Twitch, hit the follow button. Huge thank you to all of our channel members. Please like the stream, share it with your friends. Say it on Discord. Tell people I'm cool. Or not. I'm not your dad. And again, a huge thank you to all of our channel members. Those who super chatted, joined as channel members. Thank you to JSJ, Build a Funky, and Bro Train for all their support tonight. I'm going to go to bed. I got work tomorrow. I'll see y'all next time.
Before you do,
What?
thoughts on number 7?
Number 7. God damn it, it's the goddamn Tweetsy. I knew it would happen. I knew it. General will have some words after this. Good night, everybody.
Bye.